Are we live? We're live? All right, guys, we're live.
We're recording, we're not live.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Talk
Sorry.
about that.
Well, first off, I just want to say thank you to you guys for being on today. We have some faces here that have been here before, and we have some new faces here. But nevertheless, we thought it would be important to invite some of the companies up here that did really well in the Gallery of Homes. And we just wanted to congratulate you all and give you all your praises. And I wanted to say thank you all for taking the time to compete, and congratulations on what you guys did. Some of y'all I know took 2-3 awards home, which is awesome. But y'all know the rules of the podcast. We don't have a script. We don't go off questions. We just have a conversation. We're very fortunate to have beautiful places like this that we have here today. Big thank you to Dan Cantu for always helping us out and getting the newest spot available at the time here in the Valley. We're at Bond, which is located right next to Ambra. It's a lounge, so you could come in here, have a cocktail, as here my people beside me are having. I think we got some old fashions, martinis, espressos, or what is that? Or espresso martini?
Carajillo.
Carajillo.
You tell I'm dyslexic. I said that
A
backwards.
little bit. We still love you, bro.
I was on a roll. I was trying to get it, but
Okay, you're on.
Almost
you
had
are.
it.
You're
Almost.
on a roll, baby. You're on a roll.
But a big thank you to Dan. He's been a key element in helping us out throughout the, what are we at now? A year and a half doing the podcast.
Yeah.
And every time I need a place, I call up Dan, and he's always been very helpful. So thank you, Dan, for all the help and helping us get on these beautiful places that we do have. But I would like to give everybody the opportunity just to introduce themselves, name, company. I know, like I said, there's some people that have been on here before, but we'll start off to the left, and then we'll work our way. My left, so it would be from
Your
here
right.
this way, which would be your right.
Thanks for having me here. My name is John with Lexus Construction, and it's a pleasure to share this podcast with you all.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. My name's Julio Carranza with CJ Construction. I'm standing in here for the chairman, Ronnie Cavazos with Cozo and Structure.
Mario Guerrero, Rich Heritage Construction. I'm your host, and sorry if I repeat myself sometimes.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I'm here from IH Construction, and thank you for having me here today.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Victor Guzman with Guzman Construction, and thanks for having me here, guys. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Triple R Construction, Randy Ray Rodriguez.
I love the shirt, bro. I love it.
That's like a holiday drink right there, right?
It is.
Merry Christmas.
It's coffee.
Hey, holidays, baby. Hey, as soon as he got one, I was like, man, I want one. It's a picker-upper, then, you
Would
kind
you
of get
say
it.
I'm gonna get real gone with it?
No, he's going to get
What's up?
pick up first and then a down.
Spino.
We have the last company just show up right now. Gilbert, we're just giving everybody the opportunity just to introduce themselves. You just introduce yourself to the group. We're not able to go live. Facebook is down still, right? Yeah. Meta is down or
Meta's
something like
down.
that. So if you just want to introduce yourself, so you can, we're pre-recording.
Gilbert Spino with Spino Construction. Sorry I'm late.
You're not late. You're on time. Don't even worry about it. We were actually talking about. I was letting these guys know that I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to just come on here and give the people the opportunity to get to know each and every one of y'all. There's no script. Wherever this goes, this goes. If you need to go to the restroom, just go to the restroom. It's a conversation. We're camaradas. It's more about the inside of the industry, you know, people that live it every day. You guys are all business owners here in one way or another. Some of y'all are multiple business owners in one way or another. But nevertheless, I mean, we're all somewhat within some same road where we ain't got nobody behind us telling us what to do. We just have to keep moving forward and hustling so we can keep bringing the fucking money in, right?
Yeah, for sure. The only people that tell us is our wives and our customers, right?
For sure.
The customer is the boss, I think. And whenever we get a customer, I said, hey, you're the boss. You're going to tell me what to do, right? At the end of the day, yes, we don't have someone breathing down our neck, except wives, right? Or your spouse, maybe. I don't know. And the IRS, right? And building inspection. So at any given point, you think you're the boss, right? there's always someone that's gonna check you on something. You know what I mean? Right, Randy?
Well, I like to tell my clients that this is a short-term marriage.
Ah,
All right, so short-term marriage, the marriages aren't always perfect. We have to have communication, right? At the end of the day, um, you know, you always kiss me goodnight, right? That's what they always say, right? You never go to sleep mad. So always want to make sure that you check the dots before, turning off your phone at the end of the day. A lo mejor it's just, giving them that last update that they need before the end of the day, rather than going to say, Chihuahuas no me habló y pues
is he mad at me?
a lo mejor me habla mañana.
Is he mad at
Right,
me?
but we want to make sure to give them that peace of mind. Right?
Yes,
And
sir. You're right about
throughout
that.
the whole team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like my wife, right? She's right there looking at this.
So I have to say the right
Taking
thing.
video.
She's
We wanna
recording
make
it, bro.
Want to make sure we say the right things.
Remember what you said on the podcast?
I was there.
Gilbert, if you like a drink, you could just order a drink, whatever you. Yeah, whatever you want to order, bro.
They got me.
Okay, cool.
You didn't know.
So how was the? I know that I mean all you guys here are winners on your respective categories and whatnot. How was the gallery for you all this year? How was the preparation? I know we had a little incident with the whole Paco situation when we had to give out the stuff and that it was an experience within itself.
Shout out to Paco, bro.
Yeah.
Paco's huge in this deal.
Yeah, shout out to that guy and shout out to everybody that showed up and gave a hand on that. That was a true testament to the camaraderie. I mean, like I said, everybody is in their own lane, in their own world, doing their own thing. But, I mean, in the weird way, when we all kind of needed to help each other and to get moving forward with this, it was done, so it was cool.
Yeah.
Would love to know, like, how did it go? I know sometimes it's crunch time and you got to, like, punch out the house at the last minute and dress it up and stuff. How was it? How was it for you?
Ours was an organized chaos.
It was what?
To the last minute, it was a chaos, but it was organized.
It was chaos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were working up until the night before.
Right before the first weekend or what?
No, yeah, right before Saturday,
Really?
Friday. So Saturday, me and my daughter were staging the house ourselves in the morning, 6 a.m., and we're staging the house.
Which, by the way, is a very nice house. I met your son, Nathan, right?
Correct.
He's in the military. He's actually from the Cameron County area, and I'm building Harlingen Terrace, and he already got a few lots there, a couple lots.
Nice.
I met him. He was gonna be in the gallery. I said, hey, let me see your home. Man, very good build.
Yeah.
Very good build. Yes, very nice. I
The-
like it.
All I heard was great things about it.
Thank you.
A lot of people had good things to say about it. I didn't make it out there. I try not to really go look at the houses. I don't like to be. Don't get me wrong.
But tell him why. Tell him why.
I don't. People sometimes like whether you do right or wrong. Someone's always gonna say something, right? Like it doesn't matter what you do. You could go right. You could go left, and the person's opinion is gonna be the person's opinion. So to me, it's like I know the gallery is the biggest event for our builders to show their product and to get clientele, and not just that, but to have the opportunity to say like, hey, look, I put out a product that gave me this recognition award, and being involved and so integrated with the way things move, I just don't feel like it's right for me to be involved with any of that, any of the show. I don't like the grading. I don't like any of that. I don't get involved. It's just I feel like it's the fairest way, if that makes any sense.
Makes
I
sense.
don't know. Like I think that because como te digo, no matter what, it's gonna be like, well, whatever. No, you can't please everybody.
Yeah, it's hard.
As much as you try. It's one of those things, but that's crazy. That's crazy.
It
And
was
you?
lots of fun.
How much was it? 1 point what?
1.8 million.
It's crazy.
That was a beautiful house.
It was a nice house, a big house. We had a really good turnout. Overall, I think we must have had maybe like 20, 30 families every day go by there.
Wow, every day.
Every day so it was pretty nonstop action.
That's awesome.
So we were really happy about that. We're really happy about the organization that you guys put together. And
Thank you,
like
man.
I told Mari the other day, we really appreciate everything you guys did for us. And I know Paco had a lot to do with it too. I know Paco for a long time, and a huge shout out to Paco. Really appreciate everything he did.
He
for us
throws
as
it
well.
down, man.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this about. Did you know Paco before Paco was Paco?
I've known Paco
Before he was named.
Before
I've
he.
known Paco since his dad was doing the magazine.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, talking about like 2007.
Okay, so me too. Randy knows him before that.
He
Say
went
that
to school
story,
with him,
bro.
right?
Yes.
Well, I would like
Say
to say
it.
you guys did a really good job, right?
The good rated
At running the gallery, right? Let's go to all that, right?
Yeah.
And we have like almost the same similar story, staging the house. My wife and my suegra, right? We're working till all hours of the night, but that's just what we do, right? We don't want a trophy, but it's nice when you get one. You know what I mean? So it's just, right? It's just, you know, it's like the NFL, right? They have all their divisions. And you guys did a real good job of like throwing it on the screen, and they all come out, you know, giving those scores.
Transparent, bro.
So, you know, it was really cool. It was really cool, and happy to be amongst, you know, you guys here. You know, I worked for these guys for a while. You know, it's great to be in the same circle as these guys now. You know, John as well. You know, we used to use him as an architect as well, and look at him now, man. I'm so proud of these guys.
For
So-
real, dude. You were you were a designer? Like you would design?
He was
Yeah.
doing some stuff right now.
I still design for some builders, but mainly myself. But I know Randy for a long time, and I help him with a few houses. And I mean, this was a really good experience, and seeing a lot of the builders that I designed before for them, and that I look up to them. You know, seeing them there and be my competition, and I'm like, hey, this is real. And before keep on moving forward, I was surprised, to be honest, when I see the scores and when I start getting awards and everything, because I mean, I see both of the
So real,
houses,
so real.
well, like all of the houses that were getting awards, and I didn't have a chance, you know, because I was running around to finish mine and everything, and I saw it on the pictures and the houses and everything. They were like really nice.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, am I gonna get any awards? This house is really good. No matter what, it was a really good job that everybody did, and I was like, okay, I'm there to, you know, get my name out there, getting clients and everything. But when I got the awards, I was like, wow, I was surprised because you all did a great job, and I really like their houses. Very different designs in every house, but at the end, it was really nice to see all the craftsmanship, all the dedication that we all put on it.
That's great, bro. That's great. Gilbert, how'd it go for you?
I mean, it went good. Honestly, you know, same thing like him. I didn't expect to, you know, anything, you know, just showcasing our work. It was very last minute. I know I told you, you know, you reach out to me. It was last minute. Reach out to you, and you know, I had Sharita, my wife, stage the house. She did a great job on it, and I wasn't planning on joining, you know, doing the event, but you know, Sharita was like, we'll just go ahead and do it. You
It was like last minute.
Staging goes a long way, by the way.
Like very last minute.
Yeah, it was very last minute. I was honestly, I'm like a little bee that you can't really kill, and if you do kill it, it like wakes the fuck up, you know.
And brings all the other bees.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, because you reach out to me and you're like, hey, you send me in your payment.
yeah, I'm like, hey,
Like, let me give him my signature.
nah.
Here it is. Yeah.
But I wanted him to.
Okay, Costea.
He wasn't a part of it last year,
Ya ves.
but I wanted you to be a part of it because I saw a lot of the builders gain a lot of benefit off of it, and I wanted to show I wanted like you to experience it, and I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you did, and I'm glad that each and every one of y'all did because it's only going to get better. It's only going to like there was a little couple things that I saw in the awards that like the way that things were falling, the scores were coming out and stuff like that. I'm going to change to make it better. But you guys did really good. Like I know that after the awards and everything, talking to the judges and everything, like they wouldn't stop talking about your house. 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 And they wouldn't stop talking about your like. They were like, I would buy this house, or I would look at this house, or like, and our judges, just so anybody is wondering, our judges were not builders. They were everyday common people. We had Vipul, who works for Lone Star. We had this lady named Denise, that's a radio host at 102.9. And we had Israel, which is the dean of the vocational program for STC.
You're right.
So all these people you're getting a true opinion from a person that will potentially one day be looking to buy a home. So it's very important to get a non-biased opinion. It's like people could be like, well, what do they know what they're looking at? Well, at the same time, it's like if you put a builder through your house, they're gonna nitpick the shit.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Like when other people from other areas come in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like the way you chose that. So by the way, Mario is the CEO of the organization, and a lot of the stuff he comes up on his own. I just want to make that very clear. He just has ideas and runs with it. When he just wants a second opinion, he'll talk to the board and we'll be like, yeah, go for it. For the 9 times out of 10, you know that.
Yeah.
Or it's like, do it, bro. Like, he's doing a great job, and thank you, man. I appreciate you.
I mean, these guys just like, how do I say it? Like, if anybody's interested in knowing how the organization works, the membership is basically the heartbeat of the membership. The membership is the heart of the organization. Like, you guys as members are entitled to know anything that you may want to know. Hey, how are we doing financially? Where we at with membership? Can I have bylaws? Anything like that. Like, you guys are at any time more than welcome to know it. It is important that you guys know that. And then you have your boards where Julio sits on the board. He's a vice chairman of the board. And then you have Ronnie, which is the co-host. And the reason I'm saying this is because we do have new members. So it's good to know how it is, how it's structured. Mm-hmm. And the way it is the body is supposed to be letting board members, hey, this is what we want to see, or this is what we want to do. Board members then get together, talk amongst each other. If there's certain things that we need to accomplish, they vote on it, and those things are like set to get done. And then at the same time,
And then you execute.
yeah, and at the same time, like, I make sure they get done, and I'm just running, like, I'm just moving forward, and it's been good. These guys have, when we came in, it was like I didn't have an idea of how to even run an organization.
But I'll do it.
I was like, I'll take it, I'll try it.
So you're saying you don't know what you want me to do? Where do I sign up?
Where can I start? Well, this is where you start. But no, and all those things, like, it just goes back to you guys. It really does.
So with that being said, what kind of things could we make better next year? Not necessarily that they were wrong, but what can we improve?
Yeah, like, what would you guys like to see? Like, you guys,
There has to be something.
as members, like, what would y'all like to see?
I can improve myself. That's kind of what I took back from it, right? There's so many things I could have done better, right? There's so many things I could have done to be more prepared, right? But at the same time, there's it's a race for time as well.
Yes.
You have at the same time, like Mr. Espino said, it was last minute, right? We're debating which house is going to be because we had a lineup of homes. And it was like, okay, which one are we going to use, right?
Which one's closer?
Whoever's going to get light first. That's really what it was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
dude.
So it's like you have your lineup of 10 houses, and you got your top 5. You're like, okay, we got the top 5. Okay, get your top 3. You start
True.
narrowing it down. You know what I mean?
True.
I say from the top 3, okay, well, which one are they going to go to? That was my case.
How
right?
did the inspection report come through? Like, that was the first. So this year we did an inspection report award. How was that for you? Was that beneficial to, like, hey, you know what, I got this inspection done, or like, how was it? Did you get it done?
I actually needed it either way because it was a home in the county, and to close with a loan, they needed
a 3-point inspection.
an outside source since the city didn't have the inspection there. So it was a given either way.
In the current market trends, I always, FYI, so I got a different inspection from, because I always use RGV inspections.
Okay.
So we had already gotten one. I used a model home that was already a year old or almost a year old. So we had an inspection, but it's protocol. Always get an inspection, bro, because if you're going to sell it or if you're going to have a customer, like, they're going to, at one point or another, they're going to get it. You know what I mean? So just charge for it up front, put it in the price, put it on there, and then you hold your subs accountable. You keep them honest, man. When was the last time you went up on the roof? Yeah. I mean, Victor, you got 15, 20 houses. You're not going to go 15, 20 houses up on the roof and check if there's exposed nails, bro. I mean, you're just not going to do that.
I stopped going on the roof many, many years ago.
Does that make sense? But you can pay somebody to do it, right? And go up in the attic.
I still do it to stay thirsty. Yeah.
Well,
you got to go up there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
If you slip, then you're slipping. You know what I mean?
I don't, and I hope we get to the point where
tight.
you're as busy where you don't have the time to do that, right?
Of course.
always
course
get
you-
one.
you
And,
send
and
your
the
guys.
knowledge, right? And the
Right.
knowledge.
You send your guys like, hey, I know there's something up there because I'm not getting inspected. Go check it
Go
yourself.
take a picture of it.
Take a
Send it
picture.
to
Let me see.
Now we have drones, right?
FaceTime
Now we
it.
have drones, right, to go up there.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. That's what the inspector's gonna do. He's going to that little crack that you made that hey,
Little
you might not
crevice.
see.
Oh, with the
You know, the
drone.
little crevice. He's like, hey, look, I saw this. I'm like, brother, he's gonna. He's
How
up
did
there.
you
he's,
find
he's
that,
up there. He's up
right?
there. No,
But
for
I'm
sure.
telling you, the customers will do it, and rightfully so.
It's
you know what I mean?
perfect.
I
It's
do the same thing.
Yeah,
Right, of
but it was
course.
nice to have the inspection, like you said, hold everybody accountable, and it's always a good thing to try and improve and make yourself better whenever you get a chance.
One of the things I really liked about that is that I can see who my contractors are doing a good job, who needs to improve, you know. Because at the end, the client is going to come after you, not your contractor. So I got the chance to talk to my contractors, hey, this is showing up. Let's do a better job next time. Because, I mean, we're not like machines. We make mistakes. But if this was an opportunity to give us a chance to correct what we're going to do for next year.
Yeah, definitely. And the grading of that was something that took some time to get together. I remember, or we had a meeting on that, and it lasted like 2 hours. The first meeting we had, and then another one, and lasted another 2 hours. But it was something new that we're trying to implement, just to go ahead and try and give you guys some sort of better understanding on what these guys are looking for when they're doing the inspection. Because nobody wants to hear like, hey, wait, the inspection came back, you got to fix this. Like, damn. You know,
Oh, that's true, bro.
You know, like nobody wants to hear that. You know, you're just trying to get it done and over with. And obviously that's not always going to be the case, but it's something that if we can understand what's coming at you, you already know what you're looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of like you're in the red zone. You're not gonna throw it in one pass. You're gonna score a touchdown. Hey, you're gonna get to the first down. Hey, okay. Even if you try to get it in 4 tries, right? It's
As
like,
long as it gets done.
get that done, right? Hey, they went back again. What's going on, man?
That's a problem. That's a problem.
Punch it in. 4th and goal.
Unless you're the Lions, bro, always going on 4th down.
You literally go on the day of
First
the
play.
inspection just to like make sure that you're there to fix whatever needs to get done. And
Right
shit.
on site.
I
Right?
do that.
It's
Yeah.
like
We send somebody.
when the judges were going, I had the cocking bottle. You know what I mean? You got the cocking bottle, and then you got to with the
With the safety glasses
with the wet rag.
and the blue paint.
That's just a little dirt. Don't
Yeah,
worry
it's-
about that.
Well, not while they're there on site, right? It's like
Yeah.
that same morning. It's like, hey, look, where are they gonna be? Where are they gonna go? Right? So it's like, hey, at the same time, you're trying to hit every corner.
Maybe
You
a
know.
little heads up next year.
No,
Let us know.
Pato.
Hey, they're on their way.
Well,
Start tidying
the
up.
thing is, you're doing those walkthroughs with the painters, right, at the very end. But at the same time, like you're just trying to show it off for the judges, and then of course we didn't close that next week, right? It's like, hey, look, we're gonna close the following week. We still have a whole week after that. If there's any touch-ups that the client needs, of course we're gonna do them, right? And we thank the clients for allowing us to show off the house, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, you're in there, and you're trying to make those bank plays where you know you're gonna get those trophies, or you're gonna be able to, you know, have those wow factors in your home. For sure.
I like that. I like that honesty.
Well, it's not gonna get done by itself, right? The guys at the same time, the painters are there for till 2 in the morning, right?
Really?
Or 1 in the morning, like she's saying. And it's like, hey, look, I need you here at 7, bro. These guys are coming at 10, right? He's like, hey, vas a traer la barbacoa or no? It's like, hey, let's go, bro. It's go time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
have your solid team. You've had your painters that you know that quit before halftime. You have your painters that you know that quit in the 3rd, 4th quarter, and it's like, guys, we need somebody that's gonna go all 4 quarters. Yeah, I mean, we need somebody that's tough. We need somebody that's gonna go overnight. You know, and now that.
Do your kids help you at all with any of that yet? They're not at that age yet.
Oh man, during the gallery, they were asking me why I wasn't home. You know, like, hey dad, when you coming home? Why you gotta work? Someone's like, hey, right now it's go time. It's the playoffs.
Yeah, it's go time.
You know what I mean? And not, well, they understand, you know, that time frame. So
Yeah.
you know, they understand the hard work. You know, I'm sure your all's kids do as well.
I remember when mom and pop used to compete. That was our thing. And like mom would
Once
be,
a year.
It was once a year, but it was like, I mean, working late, waking up early, building beds. Because I mean, be like dad was like, hey, I bought all these beds.
He's like,
put
oh
'em
man,
together."
again.
Help me
I got
unload
it.
them.
Yeah, unload it, build them. You know, dress up the house, clean the house, all that stuff. But I mean, that's why I ask if like I know like you're very close to your your children. You know, I know family is very important to you. So it's like I know that dad unknowingly, just brought us up in it. You know, that's why whenever I like to hear like, hey, how'd it go? Because I know how it is to try and put a house towards the end when it's like you're competing tomorrow, and doors open at 10.
It's chaos. It's chaos, like you said.
It's special though.
Yeah, and then we had the cleaning crew in the morning trying to clean up too. Like every day they would go by and clean up, and just it was.
No,
it
but
was a
you
lot.
were. How many square feet was the house?
It was 9,000. 9,000.
Nice,
square feet.
bro. So you were saying before we recorded,
Mm-hmm.
how long did it take you just from the foundation up, or maybe even pad site, right? Because the
Yeah.
pad site, I'm sure, took you a couple of weeks
Yeah, it took a while. It took over a year to build that house.
Yeah. for sure. Then all the what was the coolest special item that you ordered there?
So their closet was probably the best, the number one thing people liked. It was
Yeah.
a huge closet. It was like 20 by 25. It was 13-foot ceilings. The cabinets were all the way to the ceiling. So I think
Who did if you don't mind me asking, was it Capal? Was it some from down here?
It was actually IMCO.
IMCO. Okay.
IMCO. We worked with IMCO on that project.
Very good. Soft close, all the
Yeah,
lights,
everything was
and
soft close,
nice.
all the gimmicks. They went all out with the cabinets.
That's amazing.
Michelada time.
That's a michelada, bro. Jeez.
I
Victor.
got to keep my vitamins.
Victor, are you?
I'll start cramping.
Let's get that sodium in you.
I'll drink pickle juice. Drink my micheladas.
Just ran the marathon, right?
Right now before this, I saw Victor at Builder's First Choice. They had their tamalada. I have my outdoor jacket and everything. I was like, hey, I gotta go get a haircut real quick. We got that podcast. I forgot. He goes, hey, you cleaned up pretty good. I said, yeah, I was in that rancho. I'm on that rancho. You know what I'm saying?
Looked like you were
Gotta be-
coming back from a morning hunt. and
Got a
stuff.
big chameleon out here.
I was out there all morning too. Yeah, I left my house at 4 a.m.
No way.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
How'd that go?
I saw about $5 today, but I didn't. I just had a situation where I had a 9-pointer. No, I had a 9-pointer come out a couple of days ago. He sale now, so he comes out on my east side, and I see him come out, and I had an 8-pointer on my north side, and I'm looking at this 9-pointer, and right behind him sale otro, but he's like 10, almost 11-pointer, right? Whatever. Pero cuando salió, I lowered down the binos, and I'm like, holy shit. Dude, my heart rate just started going, bro, and I couldn't control it. It was crazy because I'm looking through the blind, and I get the rifle off the window, and I'm just like trying to breathe, bro. And then I take a shot, and that day I took a shot, I missed, right? I missed. I'm not even gonna. I missed. Boom! I missed the shot.
Come on, truth, baby. Come on.
Yeah, I missed the shot. And for about 2 hours after that, I'm sitting in the blind, like with all this horrible feeling, right? Because
Just thinking about what you could have done
yeah,
better.
and you know what? That led me to think. That kid that just assassinated that CEO or whatever.
Oh,
Dude, you know what?
Luigi.
You know what that made me think about? Who here has killed a buck? Like you've killed a buck, right? Have you killed a buck?
No,
Yeah,
I
you killed a
actually
buck,
haven't,
right?
turkey.
Yeah, like you've killed some bucks, right? You got hunting. You guys killed bucks before, right? Dude. To kill a buck, to shoot at a buck, it's the craziest feeling. It's not easy at all because, like, one, you're taking a life, right? So it's like it's really hard in your heart. You might not know how it feels yet, but when you do experience it, you can be like, damn, it just feels very different. And I was looking at that, and I was like, dude, if that happens with an animal, imagine a person. Like,
Well, think about it. These people don't have a heart like you, dude. Like, I don't think it's the
no,
same
you
thing.
you definitely have to be off.
Yeah,
you know.
dude, like,
Is that your excuse for missing, or?
oh
Yes,
oh,
that's
He felt bad at the last moment.
I don't want to feel
Definitely.
bad, man. That's why it was on
He
purpose.
just scared him off.
It was on purpose.
You want to know what's funny? Today in the morning, the old man picks me up from the blind. He texts me. He was like, "You ready?" I was like, "Yes, sir, I'm ready." So he goes and he picks me up from the blind, and we go to the feeder. And as we drive to that feeder, and I knew I had hit the feeder. I knew the other day.
Okay.
The other day.
Flew up
No,
the
I
feeder.
just like there's because the buck was right in front of the feeder, and I'm like, man, I didn't put a hole in this feeder, dude. The bullet put a hole in the box that holds the battery, and the bottom, and we saw it today, and that was
no
like
feeding. No feeding.
No, it's still good.
It still works.
It like
So you didn't
clipped
hit the battery?
No, it didn't hit the battery.
That was me, Dad.
No, I told him.
I have a heart.
That was
Bro,
a proud
I
dad
have a heart.
moment.
Nah, dude, and it's funny because
I missed.
the old man just like, hey, this shit happens, bro. Like you're out there, like,
Hey, bro, when we were younger, I would remember getting into the lease, and my dad's like, hey, if there's a deer or there's any animal passing and there's a cow in the back, no vas a tirar porque vas a ir y se va a dar un melazo a la cow. Bro, pues, you know, I never did it, right? But they tell you that with heads up, but like the accidents like that, bro, it happened in the ranch. Like, I mean,
Did you hit the cow or not?
I swear I didn't, bro. I was like, I think you did.
Is it up yet or no?
Ready, bro. But
Wow.
fueron familia de hogs, and there's just like 10 of them. And you're just like, I swear I won't miss. Like, yo, but they're like, no.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
running. No. You say, yeah. Yeah, no. But I was probably like 11, real fired up. You know what I'm saying?
You were trigger happy.
Yeah, for sure. And then we would always, we at that age, we didn't have iPads and all these things right, that the kids have nowadays. So we had our 22s, you know what I'm saying, our little, because like from the BB guns, like we need
Right.
something a little bigger.
Right,
So
go to
once
22.
22, a todo, bro. We were always, you know, chasing rabbits and, you know, and then hogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was kind of where it was at.
Have you killed anything this season?
Haven't got any.
Nothing
you
yet?
know, Yeah, the gallery. You know, I killed it there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hey,
Cheers,
Hey.
salud a todos. Come on.
Hey.
Happy holidays, though.
Cheers to you all.
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
man. So let's talk a little bit about how you guys got into the whole construction thing. I would like for you to give us like your side of the story. I know that your son's very involved, and your son also serves in the army, right? And I know that he's like the man with the plan, right?
Correct.
From what I've heard.
Yeah, it all started in 21. He flipped a house,
Mm.
and then that was it. He didn't do anything. Of course, he's way in the military. In 2024, that's when we started. That's when IH came together. That's when me and my daughter joined.
Okay.
And basically, he's the brains. I mean, me and my daughter basically just do design, pick out, you know, what's being used. He does everything else.
What led to that decision of helping your son with it?
Because we were the ones home.
Oh,
Well, that
was
makes it easy.
That's easy.
Yeah, so they're like, Mom, go do this. Mom, go do that. You know, go get this, go get that. So
It's kind of like a family thing. I met the dad too. I met the dad and Nathan at on site.
yeah, my husband's involved too. He's kind of not the, you know,
The investor.
the quiet. Yeah, he's the quiet one. But yeah, he helps out. He travels for work. When he's here, he helps out.
That's good. That's good. And this was in this house. Was it the first one? Was it the second one? I mean, you guys, when y'all reached out about being in the gallery, I was like, wow, this whole
I know.
advertisement stuff actually works. I was like, oh,
Nathan, what do you think?
I was like,
Prestige
cool.
worldwide.
I was like, whoa, it actually worked.
Yeah, he really surprised us with that. Yeah, so we've done only four houses this year. That was the third one.
It's still 4 houses. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's great.
It's awesome.
Lots of fun, lots of learning.
Oh yeah, you said you were finishing last minute.
Yes, last minute. Yeah.
She was like, I was going crazy.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations, because you guys did really well. too.
Congratulations for your
Thank
first
you.
time. That's good.
Gilbert, how'd you guys start, Big Dog? How did Espino come about? Before the name already had a name.
Right. Well, Dad always built, you know, here and there, commercial. But the name is Middle Construction. I pretty much, it's been about a little over 2 years where I decided to go, I don't know, worse, I guess you could say, because I run a tire shop, you know. I'm there 80% of the time. So little by little, you know, I started, you know, throwing out houses there, you know. So we don't build a lot of houses, you know, like CJ,
Dale.
Volcans, you know, Via, et cetera, you know, 10, 15 houses a year. But, and yeah, about 2 years ago, you know, we started off with 2 houses, and I started out with 2 houses, and, you know, just snowballed, you know, from there. I want to say going on 2.5 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's, I want to say it's ugly, you know, because, you know, everybody thinks, oh, he's a builder, he has all this money or whatever. Like, they don't see the back end of what we go through, you know, dealing with the clients, you know, new taping stage or et cetera, you know. They think it's easy, it's, you know, all this and that. But no, it's, you know, sleepless nights, you know, arguing with the subs, you know, especially the subs, you know.
Subs,
No,
bro.
que el
The
lunes que-
subs, bro.
que no vino porque se emborrachó. Like, how do I explain it to the client?
In a weird way, someone always passes away, bro.
Oh yeah.
I have
Someone's
this
always
thought
killing someone.
On a Monday. On a Monday, bro.
Always on a Monday on a holiday, celebrating Memorial Day, or Veterans Day. I'm like,
They
come on,
celebrate
man.
every holiday.
Yes,
It's crazy.
Exactly, so that's the thing that you have to put up with. But we started off real slow. Why started off real slow? We're getting there, and we're starting. Hopefully, trying to start a subdivision. On January. So that's something. I guess in something big for me.
Yeah, something to look forward to.
And it's a 5-acre tract. But for me it's huge. But you got to start somewhere. Take that leap. Or I guess how do you call it, that chance, of the subdivision.
Yeah.
To becoming a developer or whatever. But yeah, it's hard. It's not easy. It's not.
No.
It's easy. Everybody.
For sure.
I can pretty much agree with you, and I think everyone here agrees with you. It's not easy.
And just for you, like my dad's like my backbone. Epa, que esto, sabes que mijo, this and that or whatever. Like, échale ganas.
Yeah. I admire your relationship with your pops, and I respect it a lot because I'm the same way. Like, to me, my parents is like they're my parents, right? But they're like my role models. If I ever have questions or anything, I go to my dad.
Pops.
Yeah, and if I need advice, I go to mom. So it's like it's one of those things where, like, I could say this and I 100% mean this, bro. Like and here in front of my camaradas, because we're all colleagues in a way. We all do the same thing, and we I believe we're all just pushing forward in our own path, and I want the best for everybody. You know what I mean? I ain't got but I could definitely tell you, bro, that I admire how close your family is in general, like everybody. It's something really beautiful because I don't come from that. Like, I don't come from the primos are coming over and the tias are coming over. Like the Espinos, bro, they're a fucking clan. Like, you go to a barbecue, there's 50, like, for real.
It's like every other weekend, like, hey,
Oh, God.
or like, hey, Sunday at my house, watch football, and
It's
get the
crazy.
or whatever,
It could be overwhelming if you don't come from that, and 2 years ago now, I was the new guy in the family, and I still am, I feel, right? And
Try to bully him.
yeah, like, they'll put me on the corners and shit. I'm like,
Especially because he's a Raider.
but it's very admirable, man. I like I said, like, it's I definitely don't have that. My baby girl's about to be 1, and we're gonna have a little party for her, and you ain't gonna see my primos there. But that's not something that it's never been there. You grow up a certain way. Like, my parents were always real secluded. It's always was just them, them, and then you grow up in that frequency where that just goes with you through life, and
That's badass.
I admire it, like,
That's badass.
and that's how I am, like I'm like all I do is work, and I like to go have dinner with my girl and get drinks with her, like that's my good time, like that's like, but everyone has their thing, and I admire that because it's family's everything, dude. Especially like how you said, this business can be, it could be really dark and it's very rewarding, but it's definitely not easy. And if you don't have that willpower to keep pushing through obstacles, you'll break, man. Like, it's not an easy thing to do, like, especially when you're starting off. Like, I know some builders right now that they're new builders and they're going through different obstacles, and paying a tile guy, and the tile guy didn't show up, and it's like, why'd you pay him? Did he do the work? No. Why'd you pay him? Things like that, there are headaches that you have to deal with, so it's like,
You learn, bro. You learn with
That's what
headaches, dude. So, it's funny that you say that. It's not the same as it was before. I mean, as it is now. Randy, you were talking about this at the banquet, at the gallery, that back in the day it was like, oh, you're using that lender or not. You know what I mean? You want to talk about that? You talked about it pretty good.
I'm gonna go rush.
Yeah.
Just back then, like I said, it was. It's always been a little easier for myself, just because I was in sales, and in sales was, you don't own your own company, right? You're just selling. So, you just sell all day with no repercussions, right? It's like, well, it's his house, go deal with him, right? At the same time, right? But, the reason why I took this leap of faith was because of because of my family, right? Because my family, and I didn't have any kids at the time, and at that time, I was a sales manager. We had like 8 people under us, and we were selling, you know, months after months, right? And you know, but at the same time, we were gonna have a family, and we couldn't, so we needed to do like some in vitro stuff, and all of my kids are in vitro babies, right? But during that time, I had to keep going to the doctor, so you know that freedom, right? That freedom that I needed. I didn't want to be asking Victor for days off every time and say, "Hey, Victor, I need off. Hey, I need off." Even though he probably would have given them to me, right? It was just that wasn't in my culture, right? It was just like, man, I need to just kind of do my own thing with with my own, and I grow myself. And if I need the day off, so I can do it. And you just kind of start to grow in your own self. Like this, like 2 weeks ago, right? It was Thanksgiving. We got to go to our kids' school, right, and just hang out with them, right? We got to go do something. We got to go to the doctor. You know, during COVID or you know the flu, it's just like all the kids, they always get sick, and it's like Chihuahua's like, you know, you don't want to send anybody. You got to make time, you know, to switch it up. Being a grown up, you know, this gives you your freedom to, you know, not stress out or have to ask for the days off or think that you're not going to do your job at work, right? So you're able to structure everything, hopefully, where
It's a thing, yeah.
benefits you, right?
It's
So,
a thing. And how long ago was that? What year was that? And right now we're in 24.
it was like 9 years ago,
Really? It's been that long, bro.
right? Almost 10
Wow.
years.
No
Mhm.
shit.
So how old is your oldest?
My little girl's 8. So yeah, so it was like the company's as old as my little girl, 8 years old, but it was probably like
In the business,
yeah,
10.
yeah. Well,
So that means that you were only selling for 2 years,
Well,
or
for-
you were selling for longer.
I was with Villanueva before him. So with Villanueva, I was with them for about 2.5 years. With Victor, I was probably like a year and a half, more or less, somewhere around there. So total, I was around 4 years just in sales. You know what I mean? And then from there, then I became a builder.
What was the question?
No, how he started.
You know,
Back
it's
in the day.
it's crazy because what Villanueva, Mr. V or Villanueva Construction?
Mr. V.
Mr. V?
Martin.
Hey man, a lot
No,
of people.
Villanueva Construction, not Mr. V.
You're talking about
Martin Villanueva.
Martin, the OG.
Nacho Libre.
Yeah, dude, a lot of people have came out of his school, bro.
He was a wrestler in Mexico when he was young. He tell you or no?
He's still wrestling.
He still is.
He put something on the
Yeah.
chat. He
Yeah.
put something on the chat.
Yeah.
Really?
He's
He's
having
fighting?
a wrestling match on the 19th. I
He's
think.
gonna wrestle.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. We have to.
We have to go.
That'll be cool,
Gotta
bro.
wear our
I'm
mask.
sure we'll hype him up.
Imagine all of a sudden he tags us in.
I've been ready for that.
Subs versus builders.
That's right. All right, a free for all.
Dang.
Throw them all in there.
You see Famsal in there and all those guys.
Rey Mysterio, that's me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
flying
But yeah, good guy, great guy, hard worker. Been in the game for a long time. But yes, a lot of people came from a school. You got Mario, you, well, his family, his kids, right?
Nah, but and then his salesmen right now are also killing it.
Well, you were with Villanueva?
No, I used to design for his son, Martin Jr.
Martin, got it.
with Villa del Sol.
Nice. How many years have you been in the business as a builder?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5 years. Actually, I'm going to share this, and this is about Randy. When I
Yeah.
met Randy, I started designing for him. I remember once, I'm going to tell you, I never forget this. He put us all together, his
Thank you,
crew, and I was, at that time designing a house for him. And he tells the story of he was having a hard time, getting all this together, getting all the money that he needed, and paying everybody. Like, we all have concerns if we're gonna make it for at the end of the month, right? And he was sharing, hey, if you guys help me out, if you keep up, we're gonna be able to grow, and when I get into construction, I have the same feeling that he had. He mentioned that he was running on his treadmill and everything, and he had a rough time in that moment. And when I became a builder, I felt the same. And I was like, damn. But the guy made it. He pushed through the hard time. He raised up from the hard time. And we're here.
It's
an
badass.
award-winning builder that didn't give up at that moment.
Award
And,
winning.
it's admirable. And I guess many of us have done that. Many of us have that time that he mentions, They don't know what's the background. They just think that we just wake up, dressed up, and we're, hey, I'm Bob the Builder. But no, we're not fucking Bob the Builder. We have a ton of shit going on.
Listen,
in the back
you know,
of our
I just
head.
wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, you know.
That's a good one, yeah.
Anchorman.
And at the end, I mean, you have your personal problems, contractor problems, client problems, and everybody is here, like, telling you, hey, what about this? What about that? What the attorneys, the
Bankers.
the bankers,
The lenders.
The
everyone
appraisals.
is telling you.
Todo el
"How
show.
are
Don't
you
forget
guys
the
dealing with this?"
appraiser.
Oh, oh.
And
Go ahead.
sorry.
No,
Just
go,
to
no,
finish
please,
up
please.
with this.
Take your time.
I remember the first time I met with you guys, and Ronnie says something, and the lines like, you know, we're gonna do it because we're fucking builders.
Was this at Papado? Was this at Papado?
Yeah. And I even thought about a damn shirt that says, I'm a builder. I'm gonna fucking do it in the back. You know, there's no limit for
I'd
us.
buy it.
There's a no answer for us.
Do it.
We will go and do it no matter how, no matter if we have to find another contractor, no matter if we have to deal with it at 2 a.m.
You have no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
have to
gotta
deliver.
do it.
You gotta
Everything
deliver,
lies
bro.
on us at
And
the end of the
At
day.
the end, you're the superhero of the whole show. Everybody's bossing you around, but you're the guy that's gonna make it happen. So I'm the builder, so I'm gonna fucking do it.
Get out of my way.
This kind of reminds me, we need to go back to the roundtable.
Yeah.
Not right now, right? But like, we need to start doing that so that we can start looking at all the stuff that's happening, and we can fix it. You know what I
Aye.
mean? We'll talk about it.
Lexus Construction.
Yeah. How soon can we do that, Mario?
We're
It's turning
gonna-
the year, obviously.
Yeah, no. We're gonna. So this year was we were trying our hardest to stay on schedule when it comes to like workshops, right? And towards the end of the year, we dwindled off the workshops for the fact being that it was hard to schedule with finding a place to have them. We didn't have the proper office at the time. The office that we had, it was really good for the purpose it was serving, but we didn't have the space needed to have meetings, right? To hold 40, 50, 60 people at a time. If for some reason we needed them for a workshop or a meeting where it's like y'all can just come together, have a conversation. So this coming year, we're going to start up the year with a economic outlook, but we're going to do it at our office where y'all can go to the new building. There's a big old conference area that sits 60 to 75 people. It's going to be a builders roundtable to start the year. Look, guys, when and if you participate, just know that whatever you guys talk about, whatever it is, it's whatever you guys see. Hey, man, you want to show up? You don't want to say anything? You don't have to say anything. But we bring you guys together so that, como acaban de decir, if there's some sort of situation happening with a concrete guy or a framer, or you know what, I'm dealing with this here or whatever, bring it up.
Or I'm trying to scale. You know, I need more money to do more projects.
I'll give you guys an idea of what we're going through right now. The city of McAllen is charging a certain percentage to builders that are building there, right? If you don't meet the deadline that they give you, they keep that money. Can you
Working
please-
clearance.
Okay, so it's working clearance, all that stuff. We're moving on that. Why? Because it got brought up in the builders roundtable, and now we're setting meetings up with the mayor. The mayor's going to set up meetings with the city managers to help, and that's what this is. So I've been trying to let you guys know that all an organization is it's a form of help. That's all it is. Hey, if you don't need it, you don't need it. Not everyone needs it, you know, but if there's a situation that's happening, if there's something that's going on, hey, you know what, guys, let's bring it up to the organization, because there is power in numbers.
Oh, 100%.
And that's all it is. We're just numbers, guys. I mean,
and you know what? When you say that, when you get a builder that says that I don't need it, oh, come on, man. Get off your high horse, brother. Because everybody needs some type of feedback of what's going on. Even if you're entry level, mid level, or already at the top as a production builder, you always want to know what's out there from the people that are out there. And with numbers, you're something, man. Because how are we? True question. How do you think we're gonna implement and affect policy in the cities if it's only one person?
Yeah.
But when you go to a meeting with a bunch of folks, they're gonna listen to you, 100%. So, but if we don't do that, we're gonna be nowhere. I'm telling you. But we need to be more proactive, because a little bit sometimes builders are a little shy, don't want to go, don't want to make enough time. I mean, you're paying your dues. We got to do something about it.
Right.
Hey, se me está atorando la carreta in this city. Oye, Victor, who do you know? Hey, put it on the chat. You know what? I know this guy. I had the same issue. This is what you do. Because there's always hiccups, bro. Always.
Oh, for sure. The opportunity definitely comes with the hard work, right? Last year, I believe, también we had won an award as well with you guys from the gallery. This year we won some awards, so we're back-to-back award-winning builders. So I felt like Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? When I got those awards this year, man, it was
Yeah.
I was in my year 7, got my first ring. You know what I mean? And then this year we won our second one, and I got I felt. Like you got the MVP, you got the All-Star award, you know what I'm saying? You kind of
three-peat.
You did a hell of a job,
You
baby.
kind of have that feel, right? But then you definitely like you said, it's not easy, right? Like, my dad, he's going through Parkinson's right now. He's my fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like my eyes just get watery just talking about him, bro. Just because everything went well for him, thank God. His surgery, had 2 surgeries, and I love jogging. Right? It's just kind of like where I go get I feel like a buck, just running in the woods. You know what I mean?
You'll be okay running in his ranch, by the way. You'll just be fine. You'll be real well.
So I have this spot, man. I have this midpoint spot that I always go, and I get down on my knees and I pray, and I always look for the sun. So wherever the sun's at, that's where I face. Yeah, I mean, and I talk to the good man just for a while, boom, 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 and then I take off again. So when I feel like I need to get back to that spot, that's where I go. You know what I mean? But I know people like to talk to their grandpa, their dad, their cousin, this and that, right? But I like to talk to the big man. You know what I mean?
How old's your dad, if you don't mind me asking?
He's doing really good, man.
How old is he?
Oh, he's 66. My dad, somewhere around there. That's how old he is. But he's had it for like 10 years, but it barely
Manifested a little bit.
Started hitting him a little harder last year.
Well, prayers your way, Randy.
Yeah. They did a surgery here in McAllen. They kind of messed it up, where they kind of poked his head, and then they said his head was like a drastic drop versus like a round head. So they said they didn't have the tool. They stopped in between the procedure, but thank God they directed him to Houston. They did it a great job, and he's back home, bro, and he's doing great. For sure. So
good for you, man.
So my kids, they're my light as well, just like all your all's kids, and my dad as well. I'm sure your all's fathers as well. So that's all I need. You know what I mean? Those guys are doing great, and that's all I can ask for.
I think everybody has a soft spot for like your dad.
For sure.
Like us, when it comes to dad, it's like you see us, but when it comes to dad, we become like a big old teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So
dad, I don't know, it's crazy.
I'm gonna get into that, and I'm gonna give the shout to my dad. And it is a special thing because he's not my dad; he's my stepdad, right? So he married my mom when I was 9 years old, and he didn't know shit about being a father, right? He was brand new at this, and he came into a marriage when he already had a child, so he didn't know what to do. And I'm gonna tell you, he messed it up, like bad. But let me tell you the good thing about it. So I see this man that took care of me when it was not his responsibility. He was an architect. That's why I'm an architect.
There you go.
He was hard on me. I'm not going to lie to you. He was harsh. But at the end, I can tell you, the old man reached out to me all the time and said, hey, talk to your brothers. Because he's the one that raised me, and I'm the oldest. And he relies a lot on me. And he's a very quiet person. He was the type of, I don't talk to you. You guys are my sons, but you just see my example and you go and do what I did. But he wasn't the loving father, the big old teddy bear. I got a very strict dad. But at this point, I count him as a huge blessing because I didn't know how hard life would hit me, And when the life has hit me really hard, I just looked back at him and said, he did it. I can do it too.
Boom.
I think all our dads were like that, real, old school, I guess.
Machismo.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I don't know about machismo, but just like real hard, on us, on every one of us, and it shows, on each and every one of us. We came out, good. Nowadays, you see all these fruitcakes and cualquier cosa, hurts your feelings.
Yeah.
So I'm glad, and I remember I used to hate that. I hope he doesn't see this video, right? I used to hate that growing up. Me and him would bump heads. My older brother would like bow down to him. Todo lo que decía, pa. But I would really bump heads into dad, and he would always say, "Un día me lo vas a agradecer."
Yeah.
Like, nah, whatever. So we got married young. I think I was like 17. Sharina got pregnant. Sharina, it wasn't my fault. Right? So we got pregnant. In high school. So instead of prom, we got married. And I think it was at 19. I told her, you know what, Dad, thank you. Se lo agradezco. At that point, I knew like, se lo agradecí, and it was true. All these things that he would tell me, they came to life. But before, like, I didn't understand, why he was being like the way he was.
I was having that conversation with my mom, and I was thanking her for raising me, and not like me and my brothers to be the way that we are. I have something that I can connect with you with. I was raised with my stepdad, right? When he met my mom, I was 7, and my brother was 4. And he married my mom with 2 kids, but he had 2 kids from his first marriage. But obviously, when you're the guy and you get a divorce, you basically lose everything, right? So he was starting from scratch. And he met my mom in a car accident. My mom's sister was involved in a car accident. My dad used to be a cop way back in the day. Yeah. And he was the cop on the scene. That's how he met my mom. And that's how they met. And a month later, they moved out to McAllen, and they left where they were from, Rio and Roma, and never went back. And I was telling my mom, thank you. I was like, I see, como dijo Gilbert, like, you could just see the difference in generations, and you can see, like, like the way people take things and the way you're able to talk. And I mean, something is different now from when we grew up. I like, I don't know how to say it, but like there's a love that you have for your parents, and I think that it's something that I try and think about. Like, okay, well, I have Lee that's coming up now. She's gonna be 1, and I'm like, I went through that phase where I was like, "Chingao, mom," or dad, like they don't let me do whatever I want to do or whatever. You don't understand, but now I told mom, like, thank you for being the way that you were being, because you raised like I know people that are my age that are struggling to live. Just struggling to move in this world. Does that make sense? Where there's people that and I really firmly believe it's the upbringing. Like, I really believe it's the upbringing.
100% on that. I argue with Sharina a lot. My wife, Sharina. I argue with her a lot. Like, why are you so strict on him? I'm like, that's all I'm used to. That's the way Dad brought me up. You're brought up differently. And like you said, most of our friends, they're struggling, pero they never had that father.
Yeah, the father figure.
That hard father figure, being on them, and now le agradecemos, at my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tell him enough. Thank you, pero most of us, our dads were the same way. And our grandpas were even worse on them.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like a chain effect. And
dude, to this day, my stepdad's father won't even give my stepdad his credibility. He won't even tell him, like, you did a good job, dog. Nah, and that's because my pop has, he's given him, he's done a lot for his dad, a lot. He still does a lot, like a lot, and there's no like, hey, you did great, and
The old pat on the back.
nothing. There's nothing, and I mean, maybe that's why you work so hard, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that's why, like, when the old man, well, at least to us, like, he'll tell you, like, he's proud of you, but I mean, it's like, dude, like, where did he come from, and look at where he's at now. He's giving you a stepping stone, and you better take that stepping stone and go higher. You better not go down. Does that make sense? Like, he's already he elevated from one certain I guess, like, demographic of living to another, and now that you're here, and anything below it would be a downgrade. So you better, like, keep moving forward, but I mean, her parents are very special, and you could tell it by all the people here. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well, I personally started the company with my dad back in 2007. So we worked together for many, many years. I would go to all the job sites with him. I mean, we basically started the company from the ground up. And about 6, 7 years ago, they found a brain tumor in his brain. And he's had multiple surgeries. And he's had 3 surgeries. Like every 2 years, he would need a surgery because the tumor just kept growing. But because it was lodged in his brain, like they couldn't fully remove it. So they kind of just scrape off as much as they can, and eventually it just grows back. And they've done radiation, they've done several things to try and shrink it or at least slow it down, but it just keeps growing. So he's not doing too good right now. But I mean, everything I know and everything that we've done, it was because of the bond that I had with him. You know, I still do, right? But it's just hard to see him basically wither away, I guess, right? But he's still in good spirits, and he's still there, and he's still my backbone. But I mean, it's a great relationship that you have, and it's something very special that we have, and appreciate every moment that we have with them.
I didn't know that about him, bro. Prayers for you, man.
No, sorry to hear that, but it's refreshing to hear that you have a lot of good memories,
Yeah,
right?
For sure, man.
Bro, that cat
look
was so
back
much
on it,
energy,
you know what
bro.
I mean?
I
That
don't know
was-
who had more energy, me or him, bro. He would pass by, hey, ya no vendes casas. Vete a vacaciones. Hace de veras puedo ir. He goes, no, seguiré vendiendo. Let's go.
Let's go. So he's old school, man. Like to them, like if you're sitting in the office, you ain't working. Like,
Yeah.
you need to
They
be
wanna see you
outside
doing
manual
something.
labor,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"No, estos no matan ahí en la oficina, no están haciendo nada.
¿Qué es este
like
pedo de
that.
open
They're the
house?
sales guys. What do you mean?
Solo barrero.
Como que open house. Yeah, dude.
That's just the way we were brought up, you know. So it's just it's crazy, and like you said, everything's changing, man. I think a lot of people don't have that no more. Or at least it's just different.
It is. Yeah, it's time's changing, and but that's why there's people like us that we just need to implement it into our kids, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's an excuse when they say time's changing, but it falls back on us. Like you got to be strict on. You know, we want to give them everything. You know, we could give them the iPad or the phone. You know, I got 4 kids. You know, my oldest is 14. She wants a phone. She's been wanting a phone. Like I'm not gonna get you a phone. Why do you need a phone? You know, I'm just gonna rot them. You know, but it falls back on us. You know, we just gotta be strict on them and kind of pass down the values that our parents,
Right.
our grandparents, gave us, and trying to, protect them from like all this other noise and mess that that's going around.
Yeah.
Negativity.
And back to what Guzman was saying, I think we take for granted our parents, a little too much. If we have them here, we just take for granted a little too much, and we gotta appreciate, once that our parents that are here,
Yeah.
it's and like when he was talking about it, he was getting choked up, and I feel the same for him. Like whenever I talk about my dad, I get choked up. We become a big old teddy bear.
Yeah.
My brother talks about him.
That's kind of the energy that pushes us through the day, right? It's like, hey, look, yeah, for sure, man. Like if Pop goes, if I go, if something drastic happens, is everybody gonna be okay? Am I giving it my all? I mean, am I preparing them correctly? And for sure, right? And also to get back to your roots. So my grandfather, he just turned 88. My brother and I were just like, hey, we gotta go and kill a cabrito, bro. Like when we were younger, or we gotta go and kill a marrano or something. Pilarlo todo. The hot water, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And
That's a huge blessing to have your grandfather.
back,
Yeah.
back in the day, and the thing is that, my little niece, she was battling some stuff for a while, so everybody was kind of like, focusing on that.
Yeah.
We weren't really mixing each other. At the same time, COVID came, so we weren't really seeing each other. Then my dad had Parkinson's, we weren't really seeing we were, but like it was really delicate, like in and out, in and out. You know what I mean? Now we're like a gathering where everybody's meeting, and you know what I mean? So now that everybody's kind of back in line, back in place, it's like, hey,
That's awesome.
This is the time to do it. You know what I mean? Where
Good.
we have each other again. You know what I mean? So
And it's the holidays.
right,
Yeah,
right,
it's a
of
good
course.
time to start doing that.
Yeah.
So I know all you guys here. I like once again, people like your son and his crew, that you guys came from, Hardingen or whatnot, Mercedes, where maybe they saw the quality of builders that were here. These guys are all top dogs, right? Where, hey, I would love to play for any of these guys, so to speak, like an NFL team, right? Any team you go to is professional. So, once again, thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here, bro. This wouldn't be happening without any of the people here. You know what I mean? We appreciate that. We just got to be stronger next year for sure. Every year, 1% better, 5%, 10%. Right, Mario?
Yeah. Hearing that about your pop, bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I can't begin to imagine. And my prayers, like
Thank you.
that. I can't like. I'm when it comes to all that, like, no, but anyway, like, to me, it's like, I if I don't eat with my parents, I usually eat lunch at my mom's house every day. Yeah. Like, that's where
GPA.
that's where it's like that's
And you fly.
like that's lunch, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's lunch, and you go and you talk, like, you get advice. I really believe that life gives you. We don't get to choose our parents, and for us that are very blessed and fortunate to have good parents, parents that honestly want well and good for you and won't tell you something just to say it. Like, very blessed, and I believe in taking full advantage of that for as long as you can,
You take advantage of all the time you have with them, because you never know, man.
Yeah, man.
Last week I had the chance to go to meet my mom in Reynosa. She's in Reynosa, right? And she is old school in kitchen, so she can do mole and whatever dish you want from scratch. And I don't know what the heck the food.
Getting hungry already, bro.
When I have a liter of that thing freezed on my
God,
fridge. I'm gonna get it.
There you
bro.
go.
So you go there, you try that food, and I don't know what the food has, but there is something that when you go to your mom's and you eat that food,
It's love.
you forget a little bit about the shit that's going on in your life, right?
There you go. Amen.
Especially in this environment. Especially, I mean, reach
Soul
out
food,
to our
that's soul
mothers
food.
that are the blanket at the end of the day. That says, "Hey, everything will be okay. You will be ready for tomorrow."
Es que everything is everything comes from our parents, bro. Your mom makes you like, just like the father. The father is the protector of the home,
And the son.
There's
And the
a son.
Holy Spirit.
Yeah, but it's you know what I mean. Like, it's beautiful, bro.
It's
beautiful.
crazy how we're all talking about the homes, and from the homes say, hey, where'd you come from? And everybody has Jesus in them, man. I think everybody's kind of fitting, their families, where they came from. Like, I was telling my mom, hey, Mom, did you see, Mom? I'm an award-winning builder back to back to back, right? And she goes, hey, did you already sign up Mijita for her baptism? Bro, she didn't even care, bro. She didn't even care. You know what I mean?
Which
Like,
said,
religion in her.
that ain't
she
important.
goes, hey, this is at the top of your list. That's probably like number 3 for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I love that, dude. I love that.
Have you go to church on Sunday, brother? No.
No, and I actually, I actually have, man. And the thing is that I actually went back to the hood where I initially started, because that's where my heart is, bro. You know what I mean? And we used to go to, Palm Valley and stuff like that, and I love the lecture out there, right? But I'm a Catholic. I like to get on my knees and pray and go deep. You know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of where I'm at. And the kids, when they go to the church, they're like, Dad, can we go to your church? Or hey, Dad, can we switch it up? Whatever, right? They like one of both churches. But at the end of the day, it sets off a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? But we like to be, a chameleon once again. I don't like to, force them to go to one thing. We like to, have them experience different things.
It definitely is a different atmosphere. Like, when you go, like, I grew up Catholic, right? And then I would go to Catholic church in Mexico, right? So over
Extra
there,
conservative.
it was real conservative. Like, you couldn't even really have your gold chains out. Like, you put that in,
no chewing gum, no turning around.
Like the veils on your.
Dude, it was like super conservative, and then you grow up a certain way, and then boom, there's like a switch of chapter in your life, and now you're going to a Christian church, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Like,
You're drinking coffee as a kid.
Yeah. I was like, what is this? And then now you're an adult, and you get to choose what you like, you know?
Right.
And I've always liked the structure of the Catholic Church. I like I like the rules, man. Like I like the hey, sit down, listen, you know, pray, stop drinking coffee. Don't be disrespectful. I don't know, man. Like there's something beautiful about
Sunday's
structure.
best, no chewing gum, no wearing hats, like the basics.
Your mom would just turn
People
around
can't
and-
even do that. You mean it's like, hey guys, we're about to say a prayer. People keep their hats on. It's like, bro, I don't have to tell everybody, hey, sir, can you take off your hat? Like, you know, what I mean, they're grown men. You know what I'm saying? But people act a certain way or they want to be a certain way, and my grandparents are like, mijo, cuando ustedes estaban chiquillos, me trajeron agua, así con los brazos y me trajeron la agua y me lo pusieron ahí, and you guys would cross your hands until I would finish drinking the water. I was like, well, what's all that about, right? It's just like out of respect, right? It's it's peace of the water, of what the water brings or whatnot, and they just had like their beliefs growing up, and now all that's out the door, like they say, but it's up to us to bring it back, get back to the basics, get back to working hard, gatherings and just praying, staying strong.
Yeah, definitely. So what's y'all's plans for the end of the year? Do y'all have any vacations coming up for Christmas?
Every year vacation, everybody. I think everybody has vacation.
Y'all got something going on?
I really haven't even thought about it, bro. It's the kids they have like next week, for school. I'm trying to get through that. You know what I mean? And
I thought they were out already. They're not out yet.
No, they're out next.
They got one more week. You know what I mean?
They're out next Friday.
And we're
They're out
trying
next Friday, bro. And
Julio's like, I'm counting down.
no, not even, dude. So when your kids start getting older, they get to drive, bro.
Oh,
So you don't got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning if you have a late night, sending emails and you're tired. Sometimes you work late and you don't wake up at 6. You don't wake up at 7. But that 1 hour is the world, bro. I see
5 minutes.
The 5 minutes is the world, bro. But you know what? They're old enough. I said, take your sister to practice. Drops her off to practice. Then she takes herself to practice. She's a sophomore now. And then
That's
I get
awesome.
that's awesome, bro. And I wake up at 7 and that 1 hour, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I can go straight to the gym. I see this guy at the gym in the sauna. No homo. No homo.
I was like, what?
I guess.
Yes, it's me.
And this guy goes in his boxers like out of nothing, dude. It's just come on. Anyway,
It's a sauna.
Guess what it out.
so they get out. They get out next Friday, and we go to Vegas every year from the 26th to the 30th and come back. So the last week we're done.
Nice, bro.
Yeah,
nice.
that's what I
nice.
got.
What do y'all got going on?
I'm gonna go to Utah to see my kids. So I was divorced, and my 3 kids live with my ex-wife over there in Utah.
Okay.
You're just nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That's nice.
And last year I have them. So my wife right now, she has 2 daughters.
Okay.
I have 2 boys and a girl. And last year we had them all in the house, the 5 of them.
That's fun.
We went to Disney all together, and it was crazy, right? But we had a good time. And this year, the girl's dad have them, and my ex has my boys and my girl. So we're gonna have a solo end of the year. So we're gonna
Honeymoon.
have fun. Definitely, we're gonna have fun.
New baby coming in.
Your eyes opened
I think we're
up.
okay with 5.
How old are you, bro?
Me?
Yeah. How old are you?
Damn, man, I'm 40.
40.
Yeah,
There you go.
You look great, bro.
thank you.
You told me you were in your
Appreciate
30s, bro. I would believe it.
Thank you.
Next time, be like, now I'm 32.
Yeah, we're gonna start saying that.
That's for sure.
I look older.
How old are you, Mario?
32.
Damn. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
He's a buff guy.
There you go.
Nah, the holidays are really getting to me with all this food, man. It was horrible. We did the Friendsgiving at his house.
Oh, whatever, bro. He's like, I'm not drinking no more. Y'all need to go back to
Oh, you should've saw him at
190s
my
and
house.
whatever.
So what do you drink?
Yeah, that was a good time. That was a good, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this guy throws a party at his house, right? A housewarming party, and it was a / Friendsgiving, and you show up and there's like 50 people.
50
and it-
Espinos.
We started off with 20 people, and then we just kept adding and adding.
And they're all Espinos too, so it's like it's the craziest thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like, to see that camaraderie within the family, like that's, bro, like that's crazy, and it was a great time, bro. And thank you for having us. It was. His guy had a DJ, and then it got DJ open bar, and I was like, well, if I must, I must have a drink.
You have to. At that
When the
point.
bartender asked me, I was like, "Hey, ¿cuánto le sirvo?" I was like, "Make them happy.
Oh,
Sírvale de más.
You know,
hay tequila de madre."
For some reason, I saw this party because I have a few friends that I have on Facebook that I guess we have in common, right? And it's Jonathan, and
For
I
sure.
believe it's your cousin Jesus from EB Luxury, right? I've designed for him too, and I saw the party, man, and I was like, damn, that's a good party. That's a big family. Oh,
Yeah, it was a great time. There was recently a dinner for the firm, and I jokingly always joke around, and I think I'm the one in the group chat for the firm that talks a little bit more smack than anybody else. Everybody's like real uptight.
I believe it.
And I'm just like talking
believe
smack.
it.
And they're trying to take RSVPs for the party, right? And the reason I'm saying this because his party was great, and we had to leave early because we have a baby, right? And we had to pick her up or whatnot, and we had to drive from Malibu. But we get invited to this party, and jokingly, I'm like, I'm not gonna make it, and my broker's like, well, ¿por qué no? Why not? Blah blah. And I'm like, don't have kids, everybody. They take away your time to do anything fun. I don't know, man. It was just funny at the time, but thank y'all for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, man, it feels
Thanks
that
for
way.
having us.
It feels that way when you first, I guess, before you have a family, and then afterwards, it's like you look for your pops, you look for your kids, you look for motivation that you need, and they definitely give it to you. I mean, that's for sure. But
It
if
sets you straight.
I know you guys were asking about the holidays, but January the 9th, that weekend, we're trying to go to Vegas. If y'all want to go out there for my birthday
you know,
weekend.
I have a problem with
Yeah.
that, bro, because I usually drink a lot, eat a lot the last month of the year. So January, I'm trying to get back in shape, trying not to do nothing, and people
Well,
go.
well,
You see,
I think I'm gonna be there.
you are gonna be there.
I
You
think I'm
told
gonna be
me.
there that weekend.
I'm 39. I'll be 40.
Let's go
this
golf.
year.
Oh, 'cause of your birthday.
Yeah, for my birthday.
Let's
yeah.
go golf.
Well, my birthday is January the 6th, so that's why I'm Dia de los Reyes. So I'm Randy Ray Rodriguez. That's why it's triple R, all right? So I'll be there January the 6th weekend, which is the 9th.
We're gonna be
And,
there.
I think they have the builders convention, but that's in February, right?
Yeah.
February.
Okay.
My dad's birthday's on the 11th, so we'll be
That's
there
where you're
that
going.
week. Yeah. We're gonna go golfing at Paiute if you want to join us.
There you
We have
go.
a tea time if you'd like to join us.
There you go. Put me number
If yours
3.
says you're gonna be there already,
For sure. We just need a fourth person.
you would be the fourth. We already got 3 going.
Oh. There you go.
It's an open invitation, baby. If you want to go,
Coming in hot.
it's dope, bro. Paiute is dope. You get to go play out in the desert. It's an Indian reservation.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like they have 3 golf courses. We're playing the Wolf, and it's the PGA course for the Las Vegas. Mhm. Yeah, it's dope, bro.
Lobo,
like
Lobo.
you're playing in the mountains.
Lobo.
It's crazy. Like it's crazy. It's another experience. But what are you doing? What are you up to?
We just hang out with the family.
Yeah, your son's coming down, right?
Yeah.
When does
So
he
my
get in?
mom's family gets together, so everybody goes over to my aunt's.
In case people don't know, you guys were the first builders from La Feria to join STBA,
We're from San Benito.
but you guys were competing out of La Feria. Yeah, but they're from San Benito. I'm sorry, I got corrected.
Yeah, get it right, bro.
People just assume we're from La Feria since the house is there.
Yeah.
No. San Benito.
And how is that market doing? How's it
I mean,
moving?
there's a lot of new subdivisions in La Feria.
In La Feria,
La
though.
Feria.
In La Feria.
It's
There
in-
was that subdivision that they're in. It is south of the expressway around the kind of turnaround.
Everybody thinks we have cash, so they think we're from La Feria. Hey, is it?
That what?
Everybody thinks we have cash from La Feria. You get it?
Yeah.
We're actually from Nolana.
There you go.
But yeah, Sam.
Wow.
From where?
Nolana.
That's a good one, Vic. That's a good one.
But yeah, San Benito.
So what were you doing before you got involved with the company? What were you doing? Like,
I work from home.
what'd you do for work?
I work for a company called RPM.
RPM? What is that?
They're contractors. We do like Amazon's, UPS, conveyor belt systems.
Oh, shit. So it's completely different. How do you like the construction industry?
I like it.
How do you like all of the other extra stuff around it that's not construction?
Be truthful. Don't lie.
Yeah, be honest.
No, I do like it.
Yeah.
I do like it. I just feel there's a lot for us to learn, but it's interesting.
Oh, you keep learning all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always, especially when codes start changing and they try to implement stuff on you. I know Hard Engine's trying to implement the 2023 electrical code, bro, already.
IC guys said they were gonna have a 2025 change in también in AC units and Freon and stuff like that going into 2025. So the units you might have to buy might be bigger or might be different.
That's until they start implementing it, right? Just because it's
2023.
out doesn't mean it's implemented. Like for example, right now, City of Edinburgh goes by the 2018 IBC.
Do you all know what these codes, like, what they're going to bring or not? Do you guys have an idea?
It's
You
so
wanna-
fast.
Do you want to
And then
give them like a
every
little quick
city's doing
breakdown
it.
of what it's going to bring?
Well, I don't. I mean, I really don't know what it's so much. I'd be the last person to ask, but So basically, they're trying to work on efficiency, right?
Yeah.
Trying to make it more green. The codes come out every year, and they have people that implement them, right? Organizations. It's up to the city to implement them or not. And
To
what
adopt
year-
them.
Yeah, to adopt them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They don't have to adopt them if they come out. They
Right.
get to pick and choose, right? And they can even pick and choose sections of the code. They could say, you know what, we're going to do fire, but we're not going to do electrical.
Right.
We're going to keep the electrical back in 2019 or whatever.
You see that in McAllen too. When you do go and take your plans, they change a lot and they ask for more. But in the rest check, they want the 2018 rest check. They don't need you to do 2021 or whatever it's now. So they still do the 2018. I don't know why. But when they inspect the plans, they add a lot of stuff for the 2020.
You know why? Because they
something.
can. And so what Mario's saying is that we're going to start committees, and there's going to be committee for codes. There's going to be committees for what else?
Membership.
Membership.
There's going to be an advisory board. And one of the things that's important is like this whole code situation. So this 2023 code, the electrical code that's trying to get passed, it's a little different than the rest because it has to do with the construction of the house. They want, and don't quote me on this because I could be wrong, but if I understood correctly, they want everything that is interior and exterior walls to be framed out of 2x6s.
What is this? What is this?
The code
For what year?
for 2023.
You said interior and exterior?
Everything has to be 2x6s. They want a different kind of PVC piping for the plumbing. Yes, it's crazy.
When
We-
is this?
No. It's already out. So what they're doing is, and we already have, there's already people that are, going against this, like in the legislation and stuff. Like they're going to court for this because what they're doing is the incentives, if I'm not mistaken, is $250,000 or $350,000. If the city adopts it, the government pays them that as an incentive for adopting that
Like
code.
in the form of a rebate or tax abatement or
But
something.
it has to do with trying to go green. Like they're trying to use like a different style of PVC pipe. The HVAC is going to be like a different. And what their argument at a national level is, all these materials that they would be wanting us to implement into the houses are materials that the everyday sub doesn't know how to use or properly work. So their biggest thing is like, okay, well, you're asking for all these different materials. One, they're super expensive, so it's driving up the prices dramatically.
And we already have a housing crisis the cost is just high.
Yeah, I think on average it was driving up the price of the house. I want to say it was between $45,000 to $60,000 on top of what it would originally cost to build a house. But this was just because of the materials that are being changed by the code. So there's stuff like that is happening. It's like you mentioned, it's behind the scenes stuff that it's not very popular. You're not gonna have some influencer taking a picture of it and posting it on the socials. And no, like this is like the nitty gritty that it's gonna affect each and every one of us. If for whatever reason, let's say City of McAllen decides we're gonna adopt the whole code, or whatever city, Alice or whatever, and you have to start abiding by this. Like it's gonna be. What I understood is it's hurting a lot of construction companies. And
Actually, I believe like if they give incentives to the city, why don't they do it to the builders that they're gonna adopt those codes too? Because at the end we will have to raise our prices, and there's gonna be less people being able to afford the house. So as they give some money to the cities, they should, just builder are gonna adopt it. Okay, we'll give you an incentive too.
Yeah, that
To
would
who?
be
To
nice.
the builder?
Yeah,
No. So at the end of the day, the one that pays it is the consumer.
Yeah.
If the sub charges me $1 more,
yeah.
I'm gonna pass it on to the buyer. That's just that's economics, right? So the municipalities needs to understand that their constituents, the people that vote them in, they're the ones that are gonna pony up the tab. It ain't the builder. It's just like everything. Like I'll give you an example. It's just like the cities themselves. If they gotta raise money for a huge project, they'll have a bond election, or they'll increase their fees. Plain and simple, right? The same thing with us, right? It's the same concept. If it's gonna cost more, the person that pays for it at the end is who? The consumer. Point blank.
Yeah.
So we need to get with numbers. Imagine you go to a public comment section of the meeting with a bunch of builders. Say, hey, my name is Mario. I represent these builders. We all stand up and just say they'll listen to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They will listen to you.
They being around this lately has, I studied natural gas engineering, right? And I got to my senior year and I was like, I'm gone. And I didn't finish it, right? And then that came with a lot of life lessons, It came with, when my mom was like, "Oh, you're a man now? Yeah, I don't want to finish it." I thought mom was gonna be like, "Come home and help with the company." She was like, "No, figure it out." And you got to work in the pipeline. Like I went through all that shit and all this stuff, and it's like you start being involved, and you start with like, I'm just gonna say SCBA. You start learning that everything is, you start to appreciate education. Like the higher you go in like talking to people and stuff, it's like, dude, like sometimes education and being able to communicate and speak and to understand what's being thrown at you. But all this is, guys, is just the fact that people, as long as people understand your organization has power, right? And it can help you in so many ways. Like this particular way, like Julio just said, hey man, this comes up. Hey, you know what? We got this group of builders. It's all about numbers. Hey man, we're all gonna get affected if this code gets implemented. And most of the time they do get implemented because nobody makes the time to go. And they're like, why would they put this? Yeah, like why would they do this to us? Well, nobody was here like to attest it. Like so it was, and that's all they do. Like the cities will have a vote and they'll literally ask, is there anyone here to attest? And pues nadie llegó. Okay, well it passed. Boom. Like, and then there we go, having to pay extra fees or having to deal with stuff that nobody was there to actually have a voice for us.
Right.
And that's what happens. And we're trying to change that. And we've already worked really hard on setting a solid foundation. And now it's time to just add the special players to the team that are going to come in every once in a while and throw that Hail Mary and catch it or whatever it is, special teams where it's like we need these committees to take care of their that's all it is. It's like this little special areas that are going to be just making us stronger within our communities, Talking about communities, we have a hopefully this is up this weekend and people can hear it and listen to it and stuff, but we have a golf tournament this weekend on Saturday. And just want to say thank you to Eliud Medina for the scholarship opportunity that he's donated for anyone that's participating in the tournament, and they can gift it away too. We're going to have it closest to the pin on hole 14. The closest to the pin will win a tuition scholarship to a welding certificate with all materials expenses paid for. And if the person that wins it, doesn't need it, they can always gift it away to somebody. And I mean,
That was so nice of Eliud.
that was awesome. Like,
He's a good guy.
that was awesome. So it's like, if anybody can put the ball closest to the pin, you win an opportunity to learn how to weld. And that's pretty freaking cool.
Which one's 14? The one that has that water next to it, or what?
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, you guys got anything else y'all want to add before we close out today?
I just want to give thanks to everybody that made it out here. Thank you so much. Thank you for Mario. The guy's A good guy, funny guy, hard
Mario.
worker. Not a drinker today, but that's fine. Hopefully he drinks after this. But thank you, everybody.
I gotta pick up my
Appreciate
baby.
coming.
I got my baby.
No. I believe
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. No, I appreciate you guys coming on. I know that sometimes it could be discouraging or like, oh, what's gonna happen or whatever. But I know it's just good fun, guys. It's good fun and give people an opportunity to get to meet you guys. Because you guys are the reason that your businesses move, and y'all did really well. Y'all did awesome.
Congratulations.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so congratulations to
you.
you guys
Thank
for being winners of your categories and putting out a good product. And this coming year, we hope that it's bigger and better. And we go through it again and have another fair judging. And we give everybody the rightful opportunity that participates to showcase that they have a good product and to win some awards.
Awesome.
That's the goal.
Thank you, brother.
So we'll be back. This is the last podcast for the year. We'll be back sometime in January. I want to just say thank you to all the board members of SCBA. I want to say thank you to all the members. It's been a good year. It's been very productive on many ends. But just want to say thank you to you guys for showing up and being a part of this little show.
Thank
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks again.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, guys.